I set up a circuit to demonstrate the cooling capability of a TEC. TEC is a thermoelectric cooler, and this is what one looks like right here. This one happens to be the TEC 1-12710, and the 10 will indicate the amps. So there's a 10 amp. The one I have here set up between these two heat sinks is actually 6 amp. I have a couple of thermocouples on the heat sinks to test the temperature differential. The triac is right in there on that heat sink. Try to get in there. Here's a whole circuit so you can see the lamps over here. My 2 power supplies I'm using for the 5 volts, and this one is powering the fan and the TEC. And so if I disconnect the 5 volts, you can see that the lamps go out. If I put it back in, that's basically activating the gate of the triac. This is the circuit I drew up for it. As you can see, we got a couple of 50-watt lamps on there. The total circuit draws 0.88 amps. You know, household power. I'm using 5 volts to switch the triac, and this particular one draws 40 milliamps to turn for the gate to turn on. And down here at the bottom, I just made some notes. There's the results that I got using 12 volts on the TEC. I got a temperature differential of 45 degrees. As you can see here on my meters, there's the cool side running at 71 degrees, and then my warm side is running at 116 degrees. It's Fahrenheit, of course, both of these. And I do have the fan set up. The fan is not it's not having any effect on the pressure temperature differential. What it is doing is it's cooling down the whole heat sinks, well, the whole system, the heat sinks, and the reason for that is if you get that TEC, if this TEC gets too hot, like if you run it without any load on it, then it will overheat actually very quickly, and you'll make it defective in as quick as a few seconds, depending on the current draw. So that's why you really want to make sure that either you run it at a low current, or that you have a fan to take that heat that's dissipated and take it out, take it away from this whole area. If I ran it without the fan, I was getting like 160 degrees on the hot side, which is it's meant to tolerate that type of temperature, but for my application it really didn't serve a purpose. You know, it was getting very hot. Definitely way too hot to touch. So yeah, that's my general circuit I built just to test this out, and if you have any questions, let me know.